Hi, you're here because you want to know about FIRPTA and how it fits into your real estate transaction. Wikipedia calls FIRPTA an act to provide for revenue reconciliation as provided by Section 310 of the Congressional Budget Act of 1974. FIRPTA is short for Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. It's a tax law that helps the United States government recoup monies that are lost when a foreign homeowner sells their property. You see, before 1974, when FIRPTA was enacted, if a foreign person sold their property and left the country or, just went on with their life, the United States government didn't recoup any monies. And unfortunately, the buyer was always obligated to pay that tax on that home. So this is important to you if you're working with a person who's purchasing a home, a buyer who's purchasing a home from someone who's a foreign owner, because if that foreign owner doesn't pay the taxes, your buyer is left paying the bill. I said that this playlist will come with free downloadable worksheets to my YouTube Insiders. So you can download your worksheet, subscribe, and keep watching. Florida, where I live, we have an awesome mix of people from all over the world, which also means we have homeowners from around the world. There are so many things about realtors who deal in diverse neighborhoods that adds to their expertise. FIRPTA is one of them because in a diverse neighborhood, those realtors know that a foreign seller, when they sell their home, that through FIRPTA, they're required to hold 15% of the taxes to go straight to the IRS so that the person on the buying side, the buyer, isn't obligated to pay the taxes in addition to all of the other costs in getting into a new property. When a foreign homeowner sells their property, they're released from the obligation of paying taxes. But you know what? The bill doesn't go away. The neighborhood pothole, it still needs to be filled. Those sidewalks, they still need to be adjusted. And also those books, the revenue that goes into the local schools because of property tax, well, that still needs to be filled. And if FIRPTA wasn't in place, all of that cost would go to the buyer. In fact, the responsibility is still on the buyer. So if you're working with a buyer and they're purchasing a home from a foreign owner, it's on you, real estate professional, to make sure that FIRPTA is completely worked out. Now, real estate professionals, if I know you, you want to do everything in your power to help your clients and customers. But keep in mind that you are not a lawyer and you are not a CPA. So direct your clients and customers to speak to a professional because you don't want to do anything outside of the scope of your license. To try and control the loss in revenue, FIRPTA requires that the foreign seller hold 15% of the sales price of the home to the IRS so that it can cover the taxes. The great thing about that is the following year, if there's any difference in that cost, so let's say you put aside $40,000 and it turns out that the taxes were going to be $30,000, that foreign seller would still get $10,000 in their income tax. So the same way that everyone else gets an income tax check, they would get that same $10,000 back on their income tax check. Now, let's say you purchased the home at $600,000 and then it was worth $800,000 when you sold it. Good for you. But you would have to put aside the same amount of money to pay your taxes. There's no escaping the tax man. Foreign people are only taxed on certain types of income. Capital gains isn't one of them. Once again, you are a real estate professional. You're not a lawyer and you're not a CPA. So always direct your customers to work with a professional in accounting to work through the whole FIRPTA process. Now, your foreign seller can apply to the IRS because let's say the taxes are going to be lower and they want to make sure that the correct forms are completed. If you're a realtor working with a foreign seller, take a close look at FIRPTA so that you're able to understand where you might be able to assist your client. You may be able to save your client some money. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information useful. This real estate video, along with the others, does have a downloadable worksheet for my YouTube Insiders. You can download it, put it to work in your business. I'll put hyperlinks to any other resources down in the description box. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Go ahead and check out the other playlists that I have posted there, and best of luck to you in your business. Go forth and flourish.